Okay, so a team of 10 adults, 6 teachers and 4 parents are helping out at the school dance. 3 of the adults are needed to serve refreshments and it's decided to do the selection at random. So part A, we want to calculate the probability that firstly, 3 teachers are chosen. So we're going to have the probability, 3 teachers, we'll just use 3T as shorthand, equal to. So I'll know the number of ways to pick 3 teachers from 6, so that is going to be 6 choose 3. This is going to be over the total number of outcomes, so that's how many ways can I pick 3 adults from 10, so that's going to be 10 choose 3. When I put this into my calculator and I work it through, I get an answer of 1/6. Now, when we have a look at the marks for this, it's fairly standard like with all the other questions. We get a method mark for demonstrating the working using choose notation and an accuracy mark for getting the probability of a sixth. And again, just leave it as a fraction. It's nice and neat and tidy that way. Okay, part 2 asks us to find a probability that there are more parents. Okay, so we've got to consider the ways that we can have more parents. First of all, we could have 3 parents, or is an important word here, we could have 2 parents and then 1 teacher. Okay, so if I worked out the probability of 3 parents, what we're looking at here, I want to know the number of ways to pick 3 parents from 4, so I get 4 choose 3, and this is still over the number of outcomes, which is 10 choose 3. And when we work this through, I put this into my calculator and get an answer of 1/30. I then want to know the probability of 2 parents and 1 teacher. So this is going to be a number of ways I can pick 2 parents from the 4, so 4 choose 2. And, so multiplying, picking 1 teacher, so it's going to be picking 1 teacher from 6, so 6 choose 1, still all over 10 choose 3. When I put this into my calculator and work this through, I get 3/10. Okay, so I can just finish off the line at the top here now. Probability of getting 3 parents or 2 parents and 1 teacher. Well, because it's or, what we're going to do is we're going to be adding these probabilities. So it's going to be the sum of 1/30 plus 3/10. And when I put this in my calculator and work it out, what we get is an answer of 1/3. Okay, so how do we get the marks here? Well, we get a statement mark for separately or wherever some point in your working showing that the 3 parents would be evaluated like this. We get a statement mark similarly for doing the same with the 2 parents and the 1 teacher. And then finally we get a method mark and an accuracy mark for this line here, showing how we've summed them together and got a probability of 1/3. Okay, so let's have a look at part B. Part B says Mr. Smith is one of the teachers helping at the dance. Calculate the probability that he is one of the selected adults. So we're going to have probability Mr. Smith is chosen. Now there is 1 Mr. Smith, and so we'll know one number of ways we can pick Mr. Smith, so that would be 1 choose 1. It's a bit of a trivial one, this one, because it's just 1, but I just thought I'd include it. That means then I've also got to pick 2 other adults from the 9 remaining adults. So there are 9 choose 2, and this is still, of course, the number of things that can happen is still all over 10 choose 3. Okay, so what I've done there is I've split up the group into a group of 1 person, Mr. Smith, so I've got 1 choose 1 where I've chosen him, and the group of 9 people which are non-Mr. Smiths and picking 2 from them. When I put this in my calculator and work it through, what we get is a probability of 3/10. Now, the marks on this are very similar to all the other questions. We're going to get that method mark for demonstrating how we're going to calculate that probability. If you've omitted the 1 choose 1, that's fine. I've included it in there to just help explain what it is I'm doing, and then I've got an accuracy mark here for getting a probability of 3/10. Okay, I hope that all made sense and that you understood it.